All right, all right. Let me get another drink. Ah, yes, yes. All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon said he kicked back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com. 20% off at this time. 20% off at this time. We got the classic. We got the official General Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, T-shirts and hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, fly necklaces, medallions, bracelets, cuffs for the kings, earrings, all that, and then some. 20% off. We got holistic tonics and remedies. We got home decor accessories for every room in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. We got you. 20% off. KingSeti.com. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com. SETI University, over 900 video presentations on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. To complete General Sarah Soon Seti website. Don't hesitate. Run. Get your behind in class today. Don't you even hesitate. GeneralSeti.com. General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon, BPC making noise, we never calm. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube. Hot topics you won't see nowhere else. That's right. You can become a patron today. No matter what tier you choose. There's 5 tiers. Any one of them, you gonna eat. Believe that. It's gonna be an advancement of your African thought pattern and adaptation to history and spirituality. You will advance on any level. All right, family. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube pages. General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti, King Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Please do not say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. And the moderators will ban you too. So don't put yourself in that predicament. You feel me? All right. Now, as y'all can see, I told y'all the other day, I say, oh, Biden, he taking nuclear war chances. He's taking nuclear war chances. Yeah, he about that. These warmongering, these warmongers of the United States and all over. You see, none and not one of them are different. They all the same. China is warmongers. Yes, they are. They warmongers too. They over there bullying anybody and everybody over there that they can. You see, Russia, warmongers. Ain't no way you're going to be developing all that nuclear weaponry over there and then pretend to the world that you're not a warmonger. You see, all of them are warmongers. Britain, France, NATO, warmongers. You see, ready to put the existence of many people in jeopardy over some shit that ain't got nothing to do with nobody other than those warmongers that are fighting for control of the planet one way or another. Now, Biden is on his ego trip, which is an ego trip to stick his thumb in Russia's eye. And he did that. Which is, which is going to bring on retaliation because they don't have no other choice but to, retaliate in whatever way they deem necessary. You see, to let the world know that they ain't going out like that. You see, and so Russia has put out. Putin has said that Russia is unbeatable. That's what he's saying. That they're unbeatable. It don't seem to be that way. That might be more rhetoric than reality because, they still there. They still, fumbling to take any real control over Ukraine because the West is feeding them with the necessary armaments. You see, and like I said, Ukraine is like a third rated country as far as military or any other infrastructure or anything else. It's third rate. And yet it shows, the West is laughing because they saying we're arming a third rate nation and Russia can't seem to do nothing with them. You see? And so they trying, that, and so United States say, Russia, you're not on the level you say you was. You're not on the level. You see? You're not on the level that you say you was. Because in no way you having supposedly the second best military on the planet, and you over there retreating, you done lost so many generals. How many generals have they lost? Let me see. Up until this point. I know it's been a number of them. They saying more than 20 Russian generals killed in Ukraine so far. Russian generals killed in war unbelievably high. You see? Generals. You see? And so this is a third-rate country. And so, they're going to push that man to do some shit, because he going to have to save face. You see? He going to have to save face. Because Russia, used to being, the big, big Russia. You see? Big Russia. But you're fumbling, Russia. You're fumbling. They fumbling. They is. And it just shows you that a lot of these nations, not just Russia, a lot of these nations have built up this mystique of being greater than what they actually are. That's what it's boiling down to be. And you know what? Reality is China gonna end up being in the same predicament. You see? Both China and Russia are now, they trying to get a closer relationship. Even though I don't believe their relationship have been all that close in previous years. You see? I don't believe that. I don't believe they've been there, I don't think they've been, arch enemies, but I don't believe they've been that, buddy. But you see, with the pressure of the West on them, you see, because they trying to encircle them over there. This is basically what they trying to do. They trying to encircle all three of them, North Korea, China, and Russia. Now, North Korea just shot off some ballistic missiles. I believe it was, I don't know if it was 2, 3, don't make no difference. He's shooting them motherfuckers off like he popping firecrackers. You see? And so he's, and now they're saying that North Korea has developed missiles that can hit anywhere in the United States now. They saying he has missiles. Now I can see this one on the end here. Hwasong. Okay. 13,000 kilometers. And so that's over 8,000 miles. That's over 8,000 miles. You see? And so he's saying he can hit any, and he's just launching them. You see? And so what he's doing when he do that, this is what he's doing. He's telling Japan, he's telling South Korea, look here. Let me tell y'all something. It don't make no difference if y'all ride with the United States or not. If anything go down, I am gonna bomb the fuck out of you. You see? I'm gonna bomb the fuck out of you. Now, the United States, they very well may have some technology that maybe might knock something out the sky, and they might avert an attack on the United States. But you're not gonna be that lucky. You're not gonna be that lucky. So I'm gonna tell you what. This is how we're gonna do this. Now, you want peace with me? You get the United States up out of there. Y'all quit holding all them drills, because y'all down there holding drills and so on and so forth. And that way you might survive. But if anything happens, Japan, South Korea, or anything, and it's a wrap. And so he's putting pressure on them. And so you see that, and you know that North Korea, United States, they've been warned since back in the fucking 50s. You see? And even then, when they was fighting that was a grueling war. All of them are grueling. You see? And they just went on ahead and drew it down the middle. You see? You can see right there, they just went on ahead and drew it down the middle. And you can see, that's why China is going back North Korea. Because that's just like Ukraine. You're gonna have the United States right on your doorstep. Right there. You see? It's bad enough they're in South Korea. But to have them in North Korea right there on your border, able to strike within the heart of China within a few minutes and bring nothing but death and destruction, is something that they don't want. And so they'll let North Korea. Wait a minute, let me get that up there. You see? So right there, show you this. So that's what they was trying to do. And so they're gonna let North Korea do what they want to do. Both Russia and China have said that they will not allow, you understand, United States to attack North Korea unless North Korea attack United States first. That's what they said. Okay? I don't believe they're going to let them do it one way or another. You see what I'm saying at this time? And so that's really your axis right there. North Korea, China. And so they're going to let North Korea be, you going out there and let them know how we feel. You see? Going to fire some shit over Japan. You see? And he just launching them over. Nah, that damn near right there is a means to, if you launch a missile over the United States, it's going to be a war. Real talk. It's going to be a war, period. Probably in an instance. If a fucking missile fly over the United States, it's going to be a war. So he really bullying their ass down there. You see, he really bullying them. They got them in a fucked up predicament because just like Ukraine, Vladimir Putin over there bombing that motherfucker into the Stone Age. God damn it, even if he don't win, god damn it, by the time they get ready to come out that motherfucker, you see, it ain't gonna be a building standing. You see, and so that's how the West is. They will build you back up. Just hold your ground. Hold your ground now. You see, just hold your ground. And when we'll build you back up. You see, after hundreds of thousands are dead and in the ground, you see, we'll build you back up. And so they got some systems over there. They got some systems over there. I don't know how well, you see, but they got that THAAD missile defense, Aegis, the Aegis missile defense system, you see, and so they got that, and so they got some systems over there that, and so we don't know how developed, that this military is. We don't. I know that, United States, Russia, they've been developing this shit for a very long time, and they're not gonna play all the cards and tell you what they got. The way the United States is going over there, poking their thumb in that man's eye, they very well might have some shit that they, fuck it, what you want. I don't believe that's so, though. I don't believe there's nothing that can stop as many nuclear warheads, and so fucking with Russia is, I guess you betting on the fact that he might not, all that, what he talking about, nuclear warfare is a bluff. But that's rolling the dice. You can roll the dice and shit, and that's and you crap. You might, you might be right, but you might crap. You see? And so, that's, and they willing to take them chances. And the fact that Biden took his ass over there, knowing that they do have the capability, just like not long ago, them Russians was over there, and one of them, they was over there with their dumb ass, and they was using their cell phones. And they pinpointed them motherfuckers and shit. And they bombed their ass and killed about 100 of them motherfuckers, maybe more. Bombed the shit out of there. And so, if this ain't staged, because you taking nuclear war chances to go to Ukraine, an open battlefield with all type of bombs and shit blowing up, and this man's is firing missiles. How you know he ain't gonna fire a missile at Kyiv? How you know he ain't done would do that? You understand? He just and so it would have been a possibility that if they would have he know what would have came with that. He know it would have been a nuclear war if he did. But the fact that Biden would take a chance like that, if it ain't staged, they willing to go all the way with it. If it's not staged, you understand, for a motherfucker to go to an open battlefield knowing that these people got all type of armaments that, unbelievable destruction, and you go to a battlefield like that, you see, you willing to take it all away. You see, you willing to take it all away. And like, and so, yeah, but, we have, You can turn your head away from it if you want to. That don't mean shit. What it's really saying is it shows you, why, us vacating our responsibilities as the caretakers of this planet. What we have allowed this shit to come to. Real talk. This is not just something you can turn your head on. You see? It's not something you can just turn your head on. It's a high possibility, that this shit could go down. And I remember when I was young, man, I used to be traumatized, because back then, it was really on the same footing, Soviet Union, and that's when, it was much, Russia had all those, colonies over there. It was far goddamn bigger. You see, I was traumatized. I thought the motherfucker was gonna drop a bomb on our ass when I was coming up. I say, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I used to stay over by the, the airport. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, close to the airport. I'm about maybe 1 mile. I don't even know if I'm a full mile. You see, might be 3/4 of a mile. So when them motherfuckers land, they shake my whole fucking house. And so I be sleeping night, and I'm talking about the height of the Cold War. You see what I'm saying? Where they saber rattling and shit. And when the motherfucking at late at night and the goddamn planes fly over my house, right? Man, I thought they was bombing this motherfucker. Damn, they landed these goddamn flights and shit late at night and shit, man, come by my goddamn house. I say, oh my God, motherfucker, who was the goddamn president of Russia at that time? I seen a couple of them old rusty motherfuckers. What was his name? Yeltsin or whatever, and then Gorbachev and all that shit, and so so I know how they've been doing this shit for a long time. You see, and United States somehow got in there, man, and dismantled that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how you get them other nations of Ukraine, and they used to be a part of the Soviet Union. It was, man, the Soviet Union, Russia is still like the largest nation on the planet land-wise. So you can, Boris, what's his last name? Yeltsin. But what was his name? His last name was Yeltsin. Yeah. Boris Yeltsin. And then after him came Gorbachev. And then Gorbachev, whatever, they dismantled the Soviet Union after him. You see what I'm saying? No, wait a minute. He was succeeded by, he came after Gorbachev. He came after Gorbachev then. Because it says Vladimir Putin came after him. So they had some, it was after Gorbachev, they had a few little bitty motherfuckers that I don't even remember them. You know what I'm saying? And so they was in the process of, trying to get that shit together over there, because but they, the West had got in there, you see, and they had got in there and they dismantled that shit. You see? But even the shit that, they talking about Star Wars and shit going up, Ronald Reagan was talking about that shit. He was the one that really initiated that shit. He was already talking about shooting goddamn missiles from outer space. Star Wars program, Ronald Reagan. You see, they was already, so a lot of this shit been going on for a while now. You know what I'm saying? And so don't think, it hasn't come to a head. But the fact that they can even threaten to shoot these damn missiles like this, and like I say, North Korea, they just pushing them to do what they doing. Say fuck with them. You got out, that's Russia and China, because they could easily tell the motherfucker like, but they down there, and so he already know that if they get an opportunity, if he's slipping, they're gonna try to get in there and get him. You see, if he's slipping, so he already knows. So he let them know. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, China and Russia is pushing him on to do that shit. Believe that. You see, let them know how we feel about their ass. You see what I'm saying? And so he keep lying, and they don't even say nothing to him. You see, they don't even say nothing. They have a little exercise where they fly their planes and shit. Well, goddamn, this motherfucker gonna been already dropped the bomb on their ass. And so if he didn't already, well, what the fuck? You gonna come out? Yeah, y'all gonna come after the fact. Ain't gonna be no winner. But I tell you what, South Korea, it's a wrap. Japan, y'all better get y'all some some hard hats. You see, because there's gonna be a lot of shit falling from the sky on y'all. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be, and so what they, like I say, at the end of the day, what they doing, even Taiwan, with him launching them damn, all of them is nervous. All of them is nervous. You see that this motherfucker, because you don't know, man, you might shoot some shit. This motherfucker ain't the most advanced. You see, what if that shit, you say, for instance, he launched a motherfucker, thinking it's gonna go all the way. What if that motherfucker engine give out on that motherfucker? You see what I'm saying? That's the possibility when you doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Russia just fired a missile off when I think Biden was in Poland. You see, and so they shot one up in the air, but it failed. You see, so that's another humiliating, y'all motherfuckers, you gonna try to shoot the shit up in the air and the motherfucker fail. You see what I'm saying? But what if that motherfucking missile flying and the motherfucking motor give out on that motherfucker? You see, that motherfucker come crashing right down on, it's gonna be a nuclear war. They're gonna just start firing off. That's all the fuck gonna happen. You see? And they saying that what they call that zone over there between North Korea and, man, that's the most volatile area in the world. You see what I'm saying? They both, I don't even know how many soldiers that they got. The DMZ. Yeah. I understand. Let me see. DMZ zone. Let me see. That's it. But that's the same, I just want to see how many soldiers is down there on that line. You see? I believe the United States got something like 40,000 on that motherfucker. Let me see. Okay, here you go, right here. They saying it's about 24,000. They saying I believe it's about 24,000. Here it say 28,000. So probably rounding off close to 30,000. You see, and then in Japan, how many soldiers they got in Japan? Shit, they got more in Japan. Shit, that just show you how they got over 50,000 damn soldiers in Japan. They got 50,000 in Japan. So if he's shooting that motherfucker over Japan, so if he dropped him and he hit any of that shit over there, man, listen here. They gonna do it. It ain't gonna be no North Korea. That motherfucker ain't gonna be on the map. You gonna go. You gonna go and you gonna go to the map. He gonna get his in. He gonna get his in. But I tell you, they gonna have to remake the map. You see what I'm saying? They gonna have to remake the map. Cause it ain't, he must understand that, and I'm not, like I say, I ain't for, cause ain't no winner in no nuclear war. But when he launched that motherfucker and it fall on them soldiers, I tell you what, motherfucker, when they start printing maps the next day, where it's gonna be a hole in that motherfucker where it used to say North Korea. You see, it's gonna be a hole in the map. You're gonna be like, man, what the fuck you say on me, man? So this motherfucker. Real talk, family. It's real in the field. It's real in the it's real in the field, family. I'm laughing, but it's serious than a motherfucker. Y'all better keep your eyes on the news, family. Old Biden, he about ready to croak, and he don't give a fuck about taking us with him. So goddamn it, y'all better watch who y'all vote for. You see. All right, family. I'll be right back for the last one, and we on our way up out of here for the night. The battle of the pyramids, African pyramids versus the American pyramids. I'm sick of this shit. I had to do this one time. I did it before, but I think it needed to be done again because, you got a lot of people out here talking about the largest pyramid in the world is in Mexico. That's what they saying. And I thought crack went out in the 80s, but I was wrong. You see, the largest pyramid is in Mexico. Okay. All right, family. Let's deal with this. The battle is on. This is the General Cyrus said he's saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.